A little while ago, this new indie animated pilot in a animatic form was released, which you've probably heard of or at least seen in your recommended in the past month. This pilot is called Pretty Pretty Please I Don't Want to Be a Magical Girl, or which I'm just going to be calling it for the rest of the video, Magical Girl, was created by Kiana Consmith, sorry if I butchered that name, and like you saw in the thumbnail, shows some massive potential. And despite coming out over a month ago, I decided to still give my thoughts about it and why I think this could be a huge step in the right direction for indie animation. Like I said before, this is in an animatic format, which means it is incomplete, at least compared to the stuff we've seen before, such as in Glitch Productions or Vivzipop or whatever. It is very reminiscent, or literally just is, a storyboard of the main series, although there is one scene that is fully animated. This probably means that there will be a fully animated version of the pilot, or the rest of the series, if there even is going to be a rest of the series, will probably just continue in this mixture of fully animated scenes in storyboard-like animation. Now, you'd think that the fact that this is an animatic would take away from its popularity, or have it not be able to perform very well. However, I disagree, considering the fact that it's pulled in 3.2 million views. And I can't find any other trailers or community posts on YouTube that are advertising it, so I assume it's probably been advertised on either Twitter or Blue Sky or any other social media platform. But despite that, this still is a huge success, considering there were no trailers, there were no shoutouts as far as I know, or anything of the sort. Now, because of this animatic's success, especially for just being basically a storyboard, really sets up the standard and also enlightens people to the fact that animatics or storyboards can still be posted and gain a lot of views. This leaves the option for future storytellers or animators to post their storyboards onto YouTube, with the knowledge that there is a very real chance it could blow up just like Magical Girl did. And if you don't think that 3.2 million views is successful enough, they're already making plushies of their main characters, so if they're able to do this and get a deal with a company to actually make plushies, I think their success has been very large. But that's enough talking about the impact this pilot could have. Let's talk about the actual contents of it. The pilot follows a girl named Aika, a girl with magical powers who tries to run away from her magical side of life. Instead, she chases after a lifestyle of just your average mundane high school 15-year-old life, where she finds joy in what we would consider very boring activities. However, in the middle of her normal high school day, she is confronted by one of her enemies who happens to be from the magical side of her life, their name being Eclipse. They're very dramatic and over-the-top villain, which isn't taken seriously. Aika defends her newly found friend Zira, a girl who is obsessed with anime and manga such as Sailor Moon, and yearns to have a very interesting life, the one that Aika is trying to run away from. They defeat Eclipse, he runs away, there's some little lore drops and foreshadowing, and that's pretty much it. Now, there is a lot of comedy in this pilot, which flows very smoothly in my opinion.
Come on!
Oh, and who might you be?
Shove it, Moon Man!
Now, comedy is subjective, but for me at the very least, I think it's pretty good. It doesn't take away from anything in the pilot. There's still a little bit of suspense and foreshadowing at the end that isn't too disrupted by any comedic bits or anything. And the overall flow of the dialogue and everything of the sort with jokes is pretty smooth. The voice actors, of course, do a wonderful job, especially for the voice actor for Eclipse. He is able to capture just the over-dramatic and drama queen-like voice and acting with this character. It's just amazing. And also genuinely hilarious and entertaining to watch. But overall, I would definitely give this pilot a watch, especially if you're trying to support small indie creators with their projects. Share it around, spread the word, and whatever, because I seriously think this has a lot of potential and I would love to see this turned into an official series. The concept for the story feels really original and brand new, and the potential the series can have is almost unmatched. But those are pretty much all of my thoughts on this pilot. Definitely go give it a watch, like the video if you liked it, and subscribe to help my dying channel. Anyway, I'll see you guys next week when the Gaslight District comes out.